So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks a guard tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle, sweeps down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown! No greater redemption!
The San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom! What's going on, faithfuls? Your boy Mike is back, man. Whew. Had a couple technical difficulties. Had to work out there, man. Almost 2 minutes before starting time, man. That's a new high for us here, man. But guys, we are live on the March Madness at midnight. Load those questions up, guys. I was trying to see if I can sneak a guest in here with me tonight, but I think they're a little bit too busy. It's too last minute. Let me see if they got back to me. Oh man, let me see. Hold on. No, they didn't get back to me. Okay, guys, it's going to be just me tonight. But maybe soon, maybe we'll bring some guests in for the March Madness at midnight. Maybe some special guests too, huh? So you guys can ask the questions and we just do rapid fire with them. Don't make the guests uncomfortable, though, when and if I do that, all right? Stephen Fox, man, thanks for the contribution. He says, for your help, Big Mike. For your help, thanks. Thank you, Big Mike. Hey, no problem, man. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. So thank you very, very, very much, all right? All right, let's go, man. Let's go. I'm seeing a lot of messages here. Man, y'all did a lot of talking. The only question I see, the first question I see in the room is from me. What did Florio do or say now? And I still haven't seen it. All right, let me see. Watson not going to Seattle dump safari. It would be stupid to go there and all that. Not a question again. All right. Florio said Brady would be the Niners week 1 starter. Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. Boom. Freddie Gonzalez with the first official question of the night. He says, what do you think about Frank Clark coming to the Niners? All right, so there's two brains to think with, right? You look at someone being rehabilitated, someone going through something and correcting themselves. And then there's like your moral compass, right? That's like a moral thing. Morally, I say no, right? You don't want to do that. However, if the Niners did it, I would completely understand why they did it. But you got to understand something. Frank Clark is going to demand top dollar. I mean, you're not getting him for less than $17 million a year. The Niners aren't in position to do that for Frank Clark. I'm sorry. He's not going somewhere and signing a $10 million a year deal or anything like that. So he's going to demand big money. I don't think it's going to go down for that specific reason. All right. Morally, though, I don't like the guy. I think he's a pig. I'm not going to go into his past because I don't want to besmirch him. I do believe in people learning from their mistakes. All right. What he did back when he did it, I didn't like. All right. But that could be long behind him. And not having all those details, who are we to judge, right? My days of judging people are over. Personally, like I said, no, if the Niners did it, I wouldn't be upset. I would actually be excited about the production coming to the field. All right. Tevin, milk carton, spelled very strange. I like that. Oh, it's a play on your last name. Okay. Trayvon. I said Tevin. I'm an idiot. Mike, what is the price difference that we will save cutting/trading Jimmy tonight versus tomorrow? There is no price difference as far as cutting or trading him today or tomorrow or June 1st or post June 1st or anything like that. The savings are the same. All right. So I had the numbers here. Let me give me a second to pull them back up. I will give you an accurate answer because it's very, very cut and dry. Tomorrow doesn't have anything to do with the deadline. All right. So let me see. I'm clicking Jimmy Garoppolo contract. Boom. All right. We're gonna go. Let's do Spot Rack. I know how to use Spot Rack's page. They have it broken down very nicely here. All right. So you click it. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Dead cap hit if he's traded is only 1.4 million. So you save $25.5 million. If you release him, you save $25.5 million. That's pre-June 1st. Post-June 1st, for releasing him, you save $25.5 million. And post-June 1st trade, you save $25.5 million. Whether he's cut now or traded now or released later and traded later, it does not matter. $25.5 million will be the cap savings, period. There's nothing else about it. I hope I answered that question for you, okay? Rambo hate strong on Twitter. Mike, do you agree? Is it warranted? Jerry, I'm going to assume you're asking if I think it's okay how people hate on Rambo, right? I don't think you're talking about Rambo's opinion. I think you're asking about the hate that Rambo receives. No, I don't agree with it. Rambo has a niche following. He's a I'm Rambo's opinionated, right? Like people come on the show and they kill me for my unwavering support for Akello Witherspoon. That's how Rambo is about Jimmy Garoppolo, right? Like that's his guy. Like that's really his guy. And his logic is, well, he got us to a Super Bowl, so he's gonna be like that's his guy, right? I understand why Rambo is the way that he is. And the moment you don't agree with the masses, you become the insane guy. You look crazy. People clown you, they disrespect you and all that stuff. But I give a lot of respect to Rambo. Rambo was the only 49ers page doing it big before we got here at Nothing But Niners. You know, when we started 4 or 5 years ago now, Rambo had 10,000 subscribers, and we were like, "Yo, like we got to get there. We got to get there." And then we did some research to see how long he was doing it. And Rambo's been doing it for he was doing it. What was it? I think at that time 7 or 8 years on Twitter doing Niners talk. So you know, it took him 8 years to get to the 10,000, and we had a goal. We said, you know what, we're going to get to 10,000 in half that time, and we did it. We did it. But Rambo definitely paved the way, all right, for us, and we had to go back and see what he was doing and try to, you know, take from what he was doing and the things that we liked, the things that we didn't like, and then we had to find out, hey, let's be true to ourselves here. But we had a goal. Rambo put a target up there, so he's an OG when it comes to Twitter, 49er spaces and talks. Okay, but I mean, if you don't agree with the guy, you just don't agree with. Don't follow him. That's all. There's no need to hate on him. People say things that you don't agree with all the time. By the way, if you don't agree with somebody for one take, doesn't mean you should unsubscribe. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't follow them anymore. Stick around for the other takes. Just know that that's going to be one that you guys disagree on. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If everybody thought the same, there'd be no purpose for any of these shows. Shows are, in my opinion, they should be thought-provoking. They should be thought-provoking. You should be able to listen to a comment that somebody says that you don't agree with and still pull something from it. Listen to why they say that. And you can still not agree, but at least you can get an understanding of why they are the way that they are. All right. Here we go. Happy Sunday night, Mike. Oh, by the way, happy birthday to Sin. I should have done this on yesterday's midnight show, but I'm here now. Sin, Cinnamon Kiss, Cinnamonkeys. Happy birthday, sweetheart. She is one of the kindest people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting off of Twitter and here in the chat. Sin is great. Her and her significant other. Like, I wish you guys all the best, but happy birthday, Sin. All right, so sorry, Troy. Happy Sunday night, Mike. Do you think there will be breaking news on Jimmy this week? I'm going to be completely honest with you, man. People are saying, oh, well, it depends on what Tom Brady's going to do now, and it's going to depend on what Watson's going to do, and where Watson and Jimmy aren't crossing paths. They're not. One's going from the NFC to the AFC. One's going from the AFC to the NFC. There's Pittsburgh. There's the Colts. And believe it or not, Houston now becomes a dark horse. Houston now becomes a dark horse for Jimmy Garoppolo. Nick Caserio was over there. He was with New England when they drafted Jimmy Garoppolo. You've seen what Jimmy Garoppolo has done in his absence, and he might say, hey, we can get something out of this guy, especially if they get the haul that they want to get for Deshaun Watson. Imagine them getting 3 first-round picks for Deshaun Watson, and the Niners get a future first-round pick for Jimmy Garoppolo. Who says no? Who says no? You're going to bring in all this stuff. You're going to get 3 first-round picks and some players for Deshaun Watson. You can give up one of those first-round picks for Jimmy Garoppolo. The Niners are happy. Jimmy's happy because he's keeping his contract the way it is. And they're happy because they still have a ton of other picks in case Jimmy is not the guy. All right? But the question is, do I think it's going to happen this week? The faster Deshaun Watson gets traded, the faster I think things heat up for Jimmy Garoppolo. I do hope it is this week. All right, Stephen Fox, he says, do you think Niners get over 11 wins next season, and do you think Rams keep everyone they have now? No, I don't think the Rams keep everybody. That team wasn't put together for sustained roster spots. That team was put together to go out and win this year, and they did that. So kudos to the Rams. Mission accomplished, but that is not sustainable, and they are well aware of that. And yes, I do think the Niners get. Yes, I do think the Niners get 11 wins this season. Tim Duncan, what did Clark do? You can Google, Frank Clark trouble, and you'll see it. All right, Danny Albright says, did you see the interview with Chad Johnson saying that Trent Williams should sign with Bengals, but he already under contract? I'm assuming that is the I Am Athlete podcast that is coming out or already came out. I have to go back and check and see if it was actually released. I did see clips of it, but I didn't see that part yet. I didn't hear the whole interview. So no, Danny, I missed it. But I will definitely go ahead and see all of it. And of course he's going to say something like that. Go to a winner. That team was just in the Super Bowl and he had the worst offensive line in the NFL. And you're sitting down talking to the best offensive lineman in the NFL. So it makes sense that they would try to say something along those lines. All right. Raphael, he says, you think Tom Brady coming out of retirement hurting the Niners' chances of trading Jimmy? I feel like it's taking too long. Jimmy needs to go. #Trey area. No. Again, guys, if the Niners respect and think Jimmy is who they say he is, he's not getting traded to the NFC. Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay, the NFC. That's where he is. That's where his rights are. So, no, it does not affect Jimmy Garoppolo at all. It doesn't. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. I saw people online saying that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to get traded to Seattle. Like, guys, if that happens, that means that John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan really don't respect Jimmy Garoppolo at all. And that's going to lead to me saying some other things about their decision-making from last year. But it's not going to happen. I'm not going to discuss it. But no, Tom Brady coming out of retirement, staying in the NFC has nothing to do with Jimmy Garoppolo. All right. All right. Jerry is back. He says, most fans talk about Trey's long ball. In regards to keeping the pace and D-fresh, does his windup concern you with being able to get the ball out quick down the middle? It doesn't. I know that his windup is a little bit longer. It's a more elongated throwing motion than Jimmy Garoppolo's, but he does release the ball quickly. He does like the sidearm thing too. He doesn't go up high like other quarterbacks do. His come from kind of like between the ear and chin, right? Where other quarterbacks are over the ear, right? Going down towards their chin. Where his is like one of these things. So his release point is different than other quarterbacks. And so he still gets it out quick enough for me. I'm not concerned. I am not concerned. Stephen Fox again, he says, do you think it's true Indy trading for Jimmy Garoppolo? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Yes, I'm not gonna say that they are the ones, but I do think that they've called and asked questions. Absolutely. Tim Duncan says, where have Nick and Tony been lately? At home, as far as I know. As far as I know. All right. I'm not sure. Maybe working. All right. Ben, he says, did you practice the Rambo impression. No, I did not practice it. But I'd be lying if I said I never watched a Rambo show. And it's fun to imitate. It's nothing wrong with that. Imitation is the best form of flattery or some shit like that they say, right? So no, but I didn't practice it. But Rambo's got a very distinct radio voice. So, you hear it and you can try to imitate it. It's nothing wrong with that. Stephen Fox, man, he's loading them up today, man. I like that. Keep them coming. Who do you think Niners restructure deals with to make cap room? Eric Armstead, maybe Jimmy Ward. I don't think they've touched Trent Williams' money yet. It's too new of a deal. I don't think there's anybody else on the offensive side of the ball. George Kittle's not worth restructuring because he's not going to finish his career here. Who else is there? I don't think there's many people. Do you want to touch Fred Warner's contract already? I don't know. There's not a lot, though. There's not a lot. All right. Wilfredo says, do you think we're going to be able to trade Jimmy G? I feel we're going to have to cut him. Listen, man, everyone's saying that, but good quarterbacks are hard to come by, and the NFL knows that. The fact that I was just online having a debate with people about Mitchell Trubisky being better than Jimmy Garoppolo lets me know a couple of things. One, people really didn't watch the Bears games. They really, really didn't watch them to sit there and say that they think Jimmy Garoppolo is worse than Mitchell Trubisky. But two, the fact that guys like Marcus Mariota, Mitchell Trubisky, Jameis Winston are going to be considered for starting roles. Not saying that they're not good enough to start because they are talented guys in their own right. But Jimmy Garoppolo is a better quarterback right now than all of those names I said. Doesn't mean that he's more talented. It means that he is a better quarterback than all of those names that I said. And so, we might have to cut him. And if we do, there's no harm and no foul in that. The savings are the same. We still save $25 million. So don't get discouraged. All right, we saved $25 million, but we don't get a draft pick. That's fine. It's about the offseason and building. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about that. All right. I think this is a question here. I'm going to click it again. Trayvon, he says, I see the Jimmy shit dragging out until the draft, Mike. You should do a show tomorrow at 9 when we start hearing about some deals. Well, we will be doing our breaking news videos as soon as deals are announced, okay? As soon as deals are announced, we will be doing breaking news videos, so don't fret. You guys will hear and see my ugly mug on your screens, whether it's your phone, tablet, laptop, TV, however you guys are watching, all right? So breaking news videos will come out when deals are announced concerning the 49ers. Sean, thanks for the contribution, man. He says, what is this subscribe thing you said? Anyway, Mike, fam, I think we end up cutting Jimmy. Everyone's getting nervous right now, man. It's like the fourth comment like that. This is the longest drawn out thing. Couldn't keep him on the field. Now can't get rid of him. Like the clap. I see what you did there. I think he gets traded still. I still think he gets traded. All right. Where we at? I wanted to do one more. All right. Which corner? Here we go. Trayvon, which corner would you like to sign? Listen, man, right now, my guy is Dante Jackson. Not Johnson, Dante Jackson from Carolina. Young kid, showed a lot of promise, but he battles a couple of injuries, and he's not played a full season except his rookie year. But the kid has a lot of talent, and people aren't really talking about him a lot. I think Dante Jackson could be the guy that the 49ers need. I like his skill set, okay? Jerry Cerna says, this is going to be the last one for the night, too, I believe. He says, do we keep hope for Lakin, or is he gone? Man, that tweet that he posted was very, I won't even say cryptic. It was just blunt and to the point. He was celebrating something, but we don't know what exactly he was celebrating. And if it was an extension with the 49ers, he would have been able to announce it. What he can announce right now is a new contract from another team because the legal tampering period hadn't started yet, and teams aren't allowed to sign and pending free agents. So I think that he signed a deal somewhere already. All right. So that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate you guys. Let me get down to the bottom. Make sure there's no contributions I'm missing or anything like that. All right, we're good. We are good. And guys, keep the questions coming. I'll see you guys same place, same time tomorrow night. All right? Prepare for glory. Anticipate pain, but always remain faithful. 1.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but we them nothing but Niners.